Good morning, good evening, namaste, and a very warm welcome to the demo of the Sadhana app. We will show you how to use the Sadhana app for your Shiva Sadhana. This is a special opportunity from Vedic Sadhana Foundation. We are going to be presenting a 7-week-long personal growth program, helping you with your healing and renewal. As you know, Lord Shiva, Mahadev, is going to be working through you during the next 7 weeks in the Shravan Mass. And we wish to tap into those energies to help you achieve your goals. So just before we start the demo, a little bit about the Shravan Mass Sadhana. So after 19 long years, the Shravan Mass is an Adhik Mass, which means that instead of 30 days, it's 59 days. And this is something that happens only once in a 19 years. Why you should be doing this sadhana is because Lord Shiva's transformational energies are the closest to earth during Shravan. This is the time where the seasons are changing. And Lord Sri Hari, Lord Vishnu, is in his Yog Nidra. So Lord Shiva has stepped in to help with the management of the universe. So over the next 7 weeks, every Monday, starting from the 10th of July, which is 8 Mondays, are very special and auspicious. And this is the time, it's a great opportunity to really be working on ourselves so that we could be growing, under the wings of Mahadev and his grace. So what is it that's needed for this sadhana? All you need is to be able to prepare yourself, good sleep the day before on Sunday night, a happy mood. So eat something very nice, warm and comforting. And in the morning when you wake up on Monday, take a sankalpa with a little bit of water in your right hand and offer it into the feet of Mahadev mentally. And when you're taking your sankalpa, announce to the universe, take your name. So your name. If you know your gotra, announce your gotra. If you don't know your gotra, just say the Narayan gotra. And you say, why is it that you are doing this sadhana? You could be seeking his grace in life. You could have a tangible, a material pursuit that you want to go towards. You could be seeking a good health. So whatever is your sankalpa, announce it to the universe and ask for strength and willpower to take you through the next 7 weeks. Do remember that Mondays are very auspicious and special over the next 7 weeks. However, we have planned this program for the entire 7 weeks so that not just on a Monday, you are also able to keep connected and doing your sadhana daily. It doesn't take very long. The program has been created for beginners, intermediate, and advanced, depending on your level of, your level of work that you have done on yourself in the past, depending on the time that you are able to allocate to this sadhana, also depending on how much do you know around the mantras, the chanting. So if you are somebody who's starting for the first time, if this is your first sadhana, all you need to do is a mantra jap. That is all that is needed. And that mantra jap could be as simple as you're performing the Rudra Abhishekam every Monday. So every Monday in the Sadhana app, you would be performing the Rudra Abhishekam. And the rest of the days, you would just be doing a mantra jap. And that could be as simple as a 5-minute jap in the morning or a 5-minute jap in the evening. Now, if you are somebody who has a little more time, who is able to, sit through for longer, then once again, the Shri Rudram Abhishekam every Monday is a must, along with a Nitya Puja. Now, a Nitya Puja is something I will be showing you through the app. I will take you through all of those so you know how to do these things. A Nitya Puja is just nothing more than a daily worship. A daily worship in the morning that you are doing at your own convenience. If you're unable to do it in the morning, it's okay, you could do it in the evening, but it's best, as per the scriptures, to do it in the morning when the sun is out. You're waking up with the fresh energies. So 10 minutes a day in the morning, and wrap up your evening with the Mahamrityunjay Japa, which has been known for its healing energies. Once again, we will show you how that's done on the Sadhana app. Now, if you're an advanced sadhak, somebody who has done sadhanas in the past, here we would be recommending you to doing a Sri Rudram Abhishekam on every Monday, which is a must for all levels, along with taking a long 59 days sadhana that you could do of the Mahamrityunjay mantra. Now, I know it's not easy. Dedicating a very long time is not easy. So that is why it does not matter how much time you put into it. What really matters is the quality of your mantra chanting, the quality of your love and the devotion that you have for Mahadev. So even if you're an advanced sadhak, and we do have a 59-day long program, do not be do not feel sad if in case you feel like giving up in the middle. If you're unable to do it, if you think it's too long, you can always come back to it. You could start as a beginner, you could start as an intermediate, and in the middle, if something happens, it's okay. You could go back and start again. You could be working on the intermediate where you are doing your Nitya Puja and your Japa. What is important is that you keep up every day in doing something, even if it is something very little, because this period of the next 59 days are very special. So now let's begin with the demo of how to use the Sadhana app. So the Sadhana app is a free app available on both Android and iOS. All of the links will be shared in the WhatsApp group. I believe they are already shared as well. So if you haven't downloaded, please download the Sadhana app. Once you have downloaded the Sadhana app, the app will take you through a tutorial. So in the tutorial, you can choose a wider goal. It doesn't have to be for this particular sadhana. It could be for anything in life that you wish to achieve. This sadhana is one of the sadhanas you are doing. In future, you may end up doing many more. So choose your Isht. If you do not know who your Isht is, the app will help you. Choose your level, whether you're a beginner, intermediate, or advanced. And choose your goal, which is the first thing that the app will ask you. What is it that you are seeking? You could be seeking spiritual progress. You could be seeking abundance. You could be seeking love. So depending on what is it that you are seeking, go ahead and choose your goal, then your level of how much accustomed you are with sadhana, japas, pujas, and your Isht. The app will curate a program for you, which will come in handy from a day-to-day perspective. It will take you through a small demo on how to use the app. Stay with it. It only takes about 5 minutes, but in the next 5 minutes, you will be able to walk your way through it. And what I will do here, I will show you what happens after the demo ends. Because once the demo ends, you are going to be entering into the realms of the Siddhashram. And that is where I will handhold you. I will take you through what is it that you need to do for this particular sadhana and many more that you will do in the future, and help you with the use of the app. The Vedic Sadhana team will have a Q&A session thrice a week. There is one session that will open on Sunday, the 9th of July. And then thereafter, there would be 3 sessions in the week. So in case you are stuck, in case you don't know, the team will help you. Also, an email address will be given to you. So you can write to the team from within the app. There is a contact us option, or you could send us an email and the team will come back to you. So let's begin the tutorial on how to use the Sadhana app. So once the app is downloaded on your phones or your tablets or iPads, you will see that it comes up with the logo that says Sadhana. So all you need to do is tap on it. Now I've already gone through a tutorial, so it's not going to show me the initial demo, but what it will take me is to the Siddhashram. And this is where you will land once you have completed your tutorial. So this is the Siddhashram for you. And here within the Sadhana app, give me 1 second and I'm going to take you through it. So we have 10 locations that belongs to the 10 deities, the gods and the goddesses. Now, this mystical land is something that's also in our scriptures. It's known as the Shambhala Ganj. It is also known as, Shambhala, the Gyan Ganj. It is hidden in the Himalayas, a beautiful city, beautiful land where the sages and the seers are still meditating. So we have brought you this on the palms of your hands, so you're able to tap into those same energies. The Sadhana app has over 150 awakened mantras. Each of the mantras has a seer. Each of the mantra has been awakened by somebody. So all you need to do is now to tap into those awakened energies. And why do sadhana? Because sadhana is a practice that enables a discipline in you. It's a practice that allows you to form a connection with your Ishta. And once you have that connection, then nothing in life becomes difficult to manage. Not saying that life wouldn't throw its challenges at you. Life will continue to throw its challenges. We are still bearing fruits of the karmas that we ourselves have done, but at least you are able to better manage them. And going forward with the clarity of mind, you are able to take better decisions. So it is a practice that doesn't even help you on falling back as an anchor when you are lost. I mean, you need something to fall back onto. You fall back onto this, but at the same time, it is also helping you take better decisions in the future. So that is the practice of sadhana, especially for the ones who are more scientific, who would like to know the why. It really creates a channel, a new channel in your brain where the neurons are wired differently, so that when life throws a curveball, you know that you're able to pick up on that mantra. You know that you have a fallback that you can work with, and the bounce back up happens quickly. So this is where sadhana comes in handy. But if you were to look at it from a devotion or a bhakti perspective, then the empowering feeling that you have, where you are no longer alone, the feeling where you and your Bhagwan are together, it is a very beautiful feeling when you know that nobody in your we are all humans. We need a support system around us. A lot of times that support system falls, or a lot of times we no longer know whether we can even go to that support system. So then the only support system that comes in handy is the one of Bhagwan. I mean, I am reminded by this beautiful story of Draupadi. During, Draupadi's that Sabha where she was being humiliated, she looked at every person present there. She had a support system too. but nobody came to her rescue. When she went through each one of them, and then when she landed her focus, her mental gaze on Krishna, he came running because only he can. He's Bhagwan, he can. And he came running to her rescue. He left everything, and he made sure that she was protected. So that feeling of I am protected is very powerful. And that feeling comes when you are connected with your Ishta, with your Bhagwan. So that is the power the Sadhana app has. It is not just a piece of technology, it is a virtual world. It is your gateway to the connection with your Ishta. Because where will you go? There is so much over the internet. There are so much in our scriptures. Who's picking up our scriptures and reading them? Begin somewhere. This is something for the youth of today. This is something for the future generation. We need to begin somewhere. And this is your entry into spirituality, because once you begin here, you will then open up those books. You will then go and discover what is there in the Vedas, what is there in the Upanishads, because of the love that you will form, because of the power that it gives you to become a better person. So, this particular Shiva sadhana is designed in a way that you are able to tap into that powerful period of the Adhik Maas over the next 59 days and really help transform yourself. And we at Vedic Sadhana Foundation will make sure. We'll make sure of that. So you please continue with us on this journey, and we will take you through it. So enough of me talking. We'll go and look at the app now. So just to give you a little bit of a demo on the buttons that we have on the screen. So on your bottom left is the exit button. I'm showing that to you first, not because you need to exit it right away, but that is where it appears. In case it's not visible in your phone, because some of the phones have a camera and the button gets hidden behind it, you can close the app. So closing it from the app drawer. On the top left is a deity switch button. So these beautiful locations, if you do not know who they belong to, you tap on that, and then it comes up with all the beautiful deities that reside in these locations. You can zoom in to get a better view as well, and you can zoom out. Okay, so I actually tapped on and ended up in Gokula, the land of Lord Sri Krishna, but we will go back to the Siddhashram. So what I also have on the top right-hand corner is a little menu. So when you tap on that menu, there is a setting option there, and the app will take you through this in the tutorial, but sometimes we tend to forget. So a setting option is there, and the first thing that you need to do is you do need to log into the app. And you would do that from your profile, because once you log into the app, we are able to better handhold you with customized notifications. We're also able to provide you stories of, which we plan to do every week around Mahadev. So it is advisable that you are signing into the app. Then we have the Panchangam at the bottom of the settings menu. We also have help. So Panchangam is where you could actually come in and look at some of the important times and the days that belongs. You could also So I just turned off the music there of the app, which, as you saw, I controlled it from the settings menu. So if you go into the settings and the sounds, you're able to turn off or turn on the music. I did it so that you're able to hear me while I'm giving this demo. So once we've gone through the Panchangam, sorry, we'll go back to the Panchangam again. We also have this section here called festival. So if there is a festival on the day, You will also get a notification, and you could do a special puja that belongs to that festival. We have help. So in case you wish to contact us, you could contact us from here within the app. If you wish to read a little bit about us, or if you have any questions, we have curated some questions here for you as well. Help us share this app. So if there is anybody that you are able to share this app to, help us do that, please. It always is, you know, if we could provide a benefit into somebody's life, nothing like it. There is a button here which then shows you your own dashboard. You could also enter this dashboard from the user hut, but what we have here is your activity, and obviously you see that I had to reset my app, so there isn't any activity, but I am a user of the app. However, I haven't done it since I reset it last night for the demo. And then we have the streaks. So every day, if you are logging into the app, it maintains a streak for you. And there is a weekly wisdom that opens up after 7 days of maintaining a streak, which is a beautiful reading from our scriptures that we bring to you. So something that is a feature that only gets unlocked once you have maintained a streak of 7 days. And this is also our effort in building a habit for you. You could be setting yourself reminders for rituals. So pretty self-explanatory. Here, if you are doing you are doing the Shiva Sadhana, so every evening you could actually set up a reminder, and the app will remind you to come in and do your mantra jap. And then depending on, the goals that you have chosen at the start, it will tell you that if your goal, I chose love, and I chose Lord Hanuman, and it tells me that here are the 3 things that I must do. And this also falls into the Trikal Sandhya that we have as per our scriptures, where we should be praying 3 times a day. The mantras for Trikal Sandhya are different. However, if you are able to go deep down into the esoteric meaning and take the essence out of it, that connection with your Ishta 3 times a day, no matter who it is, definitely helps you strengthen that bond. So even if you are doing a Nitya Puja in the morning before you're starting your day, you are reading the Hanuman Chalisa in the afternoon around lunchtime, and then you're wrapping up your day with the yajna, burning your own afflictions through it, offering yourself the afflictions as ahutis. Is a very powerful feeling. So that is the user dashboard. Then we have a little reminder here. So this is where the app will send you notifications. And if you miss any notifications, you can come back and read here. What the app also has is a trivia. This is the most beautiful aspect of the app, which is absolutely loved by the users. They are coming in every day to get a little nugget of wisdom, a little nugget of trivia, and something that you could also be playing around with your friends and family to help them build their knowledge on Sanatan Dharam. And as I mentioned, the weekly wisdom opens up once you have completed 7-day streak. So that's the basic principle of the things that are here within the app. Before I take you to Kailasha, that is where you will begin your sadhana, I do also want to show you your hut. This is the home location. Now the user dashboard and also the weekly wisdom all appears in this hut, but you can customize your hut. So depending on which Bhagwan you are doing a Nitya Puja of. So I recently did a Nitya Puja of Lord Rama. I have Lord Rama at my altar. Then I'm able to establish my Guru. I'm able to establish Bhagwan, and I can change the photos when I tap on it. It also gives me the option of going and doing the Japa Nitya Puja, Abhishekam, and Yajna, which are the 4 key rituals inside the app, along with sadhana, that I could do it directly from my hut. And And how would I do it? I tap on the japa and then I select. So I scroll right and left and select which deity I want to do the japa of, and I confirm and commence. So this is something that can be done from the hut, but I'm going to go back to the Siddhashrama. So tapping on the home button. So here I am. Now let's take you through to Kailasha and show you how to do those three activities that are required for your sadhana. So once again, for a beginner, it is the Sri Rudram Abhishekam on a Monday, along with a mantra jap, 5 minutes a day. You could be chanting the Panchakshari mantra, Om Namah Shivaya, or you could be chanting the Mahamrityunjaya mantra, which is slightly longer, depending again on the time that you have. Minimum 5 minutes, quality matters, but if you are able to do it longer, nothing like it. Please go 11 if you can. So we will now go on to Kailasha. I have turned on the music on the app of the app, but you can turn it on. The lotus signifies a tap icon here. If you tap onto the I button, you could read about the beautiful city of Kailasha, the abode that belongs to Lord Mahadev, a little bit of a description here. And this is our Ved Vyasa, who is the guide. You will see Ved Vyasa pop in from time to time, helping you navigate through the app. There is something quite interesting here, if you noticed. Lord Nandi is not looking at the temple. Generally, we will always see Lord Nandi looking at the Shivlingam. And the founder of the organization, Om Swami, he explained very beautifully, because a lot of people were asking these questions. Why is Lord Nandi not looking at the temple? And here, see, every time we go to a mandir, we go as a bhakt. So is Lord Nandi. Lord Nandi is meditating on Lord Shiva. So it's the bhakt that's seeking. However, here, Lord Shiva is meditating. So Lord Nandi is the guy, he's guiding, and he's making sure that, Bhagwan continues to meditate. So I always personally, when I am entering Kailasha, I, always request Lord Nandi that, I am now entering in. I know the Lord is meditating inside, but I am now going to be entering in so that I am able to, connect with Him. I am able to offer Him my surrender, my devotion, and start my day. So tapping on the lotus here. Welcome into Kailasha. This is where Lord Shiva is, and there are multiple things that we can do here as bhakts of Lord Shiva. So at the bottom are the 5 rituals that we spoke about, and see, sadhana is here, which is one of the main rituals. We also have arati. There is a little bag there for donation should you wish to donate towards the upkeep of the temple. And there's a little I button. The I button tells you about Lord Shiva, just like we had a description about Kailasha. Now, for a beginner, every Monday, and this starts from tomorrow, you will do an Abhishekam. Everybody will do an Abhishekam. So let's start with the Abhishekam. So I'm going to tap on it. Rudram is the one that has been recommended. Depending on your device, you could either do it in the 3D or you could do it in the 2D. 3D does require a little more RAM, which means that you do need to have a higher RAM of about 6 MB, which is a little technical in terms. So if you're unsure, you can always switch to a 2D and begin. I will show it to you in a 3D. So we tap on Rudram. Again, if you're wanting to know what is it that the Rudram means, you tap on the I button and it talks to you about it. So let me turn on the the sound here. So you're able to hear the mantra chanting. Before I turn on the sound, I do also want to show you something, and that is the auto mode. On the bottom left is a little button here. If you tap on it, what this means is that the ingredients will be offered themselves. So this is where, if you are somebody who wants to, close their eyes and meditate without having to offer ingredients to the Shivlingam, you can turn on the auto mode. But if you're like somebody like me who wants to take part into offering, then I would be tapping on those ingredients, and the ingredients light up as soon as they're available. So let me turn on the sound so you're able to hear the mantra jap.
अध्यवोचदधिवक्ता प्रथमो दैव्योऽभिषक् अनेकश्च सर्वान् चिन्तयन् सर्वाश्रयातु धान्यः असौ यस्ताम्रो अरुणमुदभभ्रस्तु मङ्गलः ये चैमागुम् रुद्रा अभितो दिक्षश्रितास्तहस्रशो वैशाखुम् हेड ईमहे असौ यो वसत्परिनीलग्रीवो विलोहितः उदैनम् गोपादृशन्नदृशन्नुदहाद्यः उदैनम् विश्वा भूतानि सदृष्टो मृडयादिनः नमो अस्तु नीलग्रीवाय सहस्राक्षाय मीढुषे अथो ये अस्य सत्त्वा मोहन्तेभ्यो करम् नमः.
Sorry, I'm going to be putting the sound down. Now, because I'm on a Zoom recording, I'm unable to reduce the volume from the buttons on my phone, but you wouldn't have to come into the settings section and do this. You can also use your buttons. So what I did there was I showed you a very brief demo of the of the Rudram Abhishekam that was happening. I did abandon it by clicking on the back button because of the 23 minutes that it will take. But for you, you will have to go through those entire 23 minutes. And once the Abhishekam ends, the app will give you a confirmation that you have now completed the Abhishekam. So I do want to take you through the other aspects of the app as well. So the next one is the Mahamrityunjay Japa. So when I tap on the Japa here, there is 3 options given. So the Panchakshari mantra, which is Om Namah Shivaya, is the first one, or you could go down the Mahamrityunjay Japa, which is the last one here. So once again, there are I buttons here that tell you about the mantra, what it is, a little bit of an history, so that knowledge is also strengthened. Why is it that you are chanting something? What does it mean? Which is very important to know as well. So here we are going to go through the Mahamrityunjay Japa. And once again, I am going to show it to you for a very small demo. So what is recommended is that it is at least done 11 minutes or 108 times. So if you're an intermediate, we are asking you to choose the counter option and choose 108, which is like doing it on a Rudraksha mala. But if you are a beginner, it is recommended that you do 11 minutes. In the event you are unable to do 11 minutes, at least do 5 minutes, 7 minutes, 3 minutes. So I'm going to do this for you for a minute. That's the minimum. I can show it to you as part of the demo. So let's go through this. I will turn on the volume once again.
Vardhanam Urvarukmi Bandhanan Mrityurmukshimamritat Om Triambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvarukmi Bandhanan Mrityurmukshimamritat Om Triambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam उर्वारुक्मिव बन्धनान् मृत्युर्मुक्ष्यमामृतात्। ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुक्मिव बन्धनान् मृत्युर्मुक्ष्यमामृतात्। ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुक्मिव बन्धनान् मृत्युर्मुक्ष्यमामृतात्। ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुक्मिव बन्धनान् मृत्युर्मुक्ष्यमामृतात्।
जगत्कारणम् वन्दे पन्नगभूषणम् मृगधरम् वन्दे पशूनाम् पतिम् वन्दे सूर्यशशाङ्कबलिनयनम् वन्दे मुकुन्दप्रियम् वन्दे भक्तजनाश्रयम् च वरदम् वन्दे
So this is a screen that asks you, once you have performed a ritual, if you wish to offer a dakshina. Being a not-for-profit organization, the app is completely free. So if you do wish to offer a dakshina, you can. Otherwise, there are other ways of helping out as well. So you can click on no thank you. So I am now going to be putting the sound down again. Apologies for the Zoom, it's just not working as it should. Okay, so we went through the japa, we went through the Rudram. We will now go through, we'll go back to Kailasha and we will now go through the Nitya Puja. Once again, everything appears in here. So for the Nitya Puja, there are 3 different options. We have the brief, which is only 3 minutes, a medium, which is 12 minutes, and a long, which is 19 minutes. So the Panchopshar, Shodopshar, and Chaturvishanti. So it's the Shodopshar, which is the 16 offerings, is what we are recommending here for you. So once you tap on it, everything is interactive. So what we have done here, it's not instructional. We are not telling you do this, now chant this, now do this. It's about you doing it yourself, and that is why it's a tap option. We are working on something as well where the mantra translation and the transcription will also appear. But until then, you could be listening into the mantras and following through. Once again, an auto mode is here should you wish to turn it on, where you wouldn't have to tap on anything. Otherwise you could tap and the puja will progress. I won't be completing this, otherwise this demo will become very long. I do want to take you through and show you the sadhana. Once again, the sadhana is something that an advanced practitioner would do in the event. Once again, it's 59 days. It's beautiful if you're able to go through this. It will really have a different impact on you. And we would really congratulate you if you are able to go through the 59 days. But once again, for somebody who is doing this sadhana for the first time, which I know that a lot of you who have signed up, this is very new. Because it is very new, please don't feel bad. Even if, as I mentioned at the start, even if you are chanting the Mahamrityunjay mantra daily, even if you are performing the Rudra Abhishekam on every Monday, as long as you are doing it with the quality of love and devotion, um, it is sufficient. So, Mahamrityunjay sadhana is a very powerful sadhana. There is a little bit of a description here, and they say that anybody who does this sadhana ends up becoming a recipient of Lord Shiva's protective energy. I mean, this mantra itself has been invoked by Markandeya Rishi, and you will, as part of this Shivir, get access to beautiful stories weekly as you are progressing through your sadhana, which will also help you build your knowledge, your wisdom about Sanatan Dharma. So we'll go through the Mahamrityunjay sadhana. Once again, we won't take you through the entire thing. Please allocate approximately 20 minutes on top of the duration of the japa that you choose, because sadhana has, there are different nyasas that you need to do. And so they do end up taking long. There will be an option of doing a yakya as well, which is part of the sadhana, optional. But I mean, it says here allocate 30 minutes. When I did it myself, it took me 23 minutes to do everything without the mantra jap. So here you will be choosing your days. So in your instance, it would be 59. You could do it even lesser, as long as you are doing something in the Shravan Mass. So minimum recommended is 40 days. Under the minutes, depending on how much you can allocate, if you choose 11 minutes of the mantra chanting, add 23 on top. The total duration required for this sadhana would be 24 minutes. If you are able to take out 24 minutes every evening, if that is when you prefer to do your sadhana, nothing like it. So, just like you announce the sankalpa in the morning, you could do the same here. And it would, Dakshina is an important aspect of the Vedic Dharma. So, it is recommended that you are donating a little amount, whatever it would be. If you're undecided, you can definitely, and the app will prompt you accordingly. So there is mantra chanting happening in the background. You're just not seeing it because Zoom is masking the audio at the moment. But you are entering into Kailasha. And once again, it is all interactive. It's 3D, so you're able to move around. Plus, there is an auto mode on here as well. You can tap on it, and the mantras will come and the offerings will happen, or running the auto mode where you are sitting in and meditating and doing the manasik puja and sadhana of your Isht. So I won't go through the entire thing. Let me return back. So that is it. Those are the 4 things, depending on what is it that you plan to take on that will help you. Once you have completed, I mean, you are feel free to walk through the Siddhashrama. There are, as I mentioned, 150 mantras. I mean, every location here has 5 rituals and 3 different things that you could do within the ritual. So think about the possibility of unlocking your potential. Think about how much you could do. I mean, once you have experienced the energies of Lord Shiva, we will enter into a beautiful period where Janmashtami will be round the corner, and there is so much you could do at Gokula with Lord Krishna. We will then enter where Ganesh Chaturthi will be round the corner. So we are entering this beautiful period where every month or every day of it's a celebration in Sanatan Dharma. There is so much you could do. So wishing you all the very best for this Shivir. May the energy and blessings of Lord Shiva be with everybody that does this Shivir. And our team is here to help you, to handhold you. So please feel free to reach out, and we will continue to check in, make sure that you are well supported over the next 7 weeks. Thank you. We'll end the session now.